Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video where we discuss the new beauty releases in the market. And this time, you guys, I feel like I have never sat down to film a video like this overwhelmed per se, because I'm not even kidding. We have like 25 plus launches currently on my list that I want to talk about. Some of these are definitely older, so they have probably been launched. I might have even purchased some of them already because I was that excited, and then there were others which we're just going to like pass through, not even look at it, not even think about it. But because there are a lot of launches to talk about in today's video, I'm going to kind of go through them and talk about as much as I possibly can. I will definitely not be able to talk about 25 launches, but we will do our best, and for that it's important that I don't blabber any further and we dive right into it. Also, I'm obviously sitting like scooted towards this side of the screen because I will be popping up pictures for everything right here. But yeah, now let's dive right into it and start with Plum. So Plum has their Candy Melts range, in which they have lip balms, but they also launched 2 lip scrubs. One is Red Velvet and the other is, I think, Mint Choco something. So yeah, I'm personally not really into lip scrubs. For some reason, I have purchased them in the past, but I never actually end up using them. It's one of those products that I just buy because it's available in the market, and when I end up trying it out, I eventually realize this is not something I'm going to use regularly, just because I feel like I can exfoliate my lips naturally pretty much, maybe using a toothbrush or something. I don't need a specific lip scrub, so for me this is going to be a pass. But there were 3 people who said that they were interested in this, so yeah, I guess we're gonna see how popular this product becomes eventually. But yeah, that's that for me personally. It is going to be a pass just because I don't end up using products like these, which I'm pretty sure you already know by now if you've been following me for a couple of years. So yeah, I don't really talk about lip scrubs much on my channel. But moving on to the next product, this one I'm actually interested in, and even like when I see the votes the people have given it, I can tell a lot of people are interested in it, and that is a makeup launch actually, and it's an eyebrow product launch. It's by Colorbar and it's called the Browful Sculpt pencil. Basically this is supposed to be an eyebrow pencil, but what is interesting is that the spoolie side on this particular product is not a spoolie. It's like this artist brush, kind of like comb basically, and I have eyebrow pencils like the Plum one which have a spoolie to the end, so I know those work. This one I feel like is just a tad bit gimmicky, but at the same time it might actually work, you know, we don't know. But I always like to try out new brow pencils which are cruelty free, which are like from Indian brands. So for that reason, the Colorbar one I definitely will be checking out eventually. I have my Plum eyebrow pencil currently, the first one, which I'm still going through. I haven't used it up yet. It's also in my project pan, and then I also have a backup. So I don't see myself purchasing this immediately, but eventually I will purchase it and try it out probably. So yeah, that is that. Moving on next to a sunscreen launch actually, and this is one I feel like a lot of people would be excited for. In fact, even like basis of my viewers, I can tell you, not viewers but like Instagram followers, I can tell you that there were 5 people who said that they were interested in this product. So definitely this is one of the more popular launches. It's by Dermaco and it's a sunscreen launch, if I didn't mention that already. This one looks very similar to the hyaluronic acid sunscreen that I love, but this is a hyaluronic acid invisible sunscreen. So basically those typical gel sunscreens, the clear gel ones, like if you want to compare it to the Sunscoop and invisible sunscreen, or like the Conscious Chemist Clear Shield, like those kind of clear silicone gel sunscreens, that is what this is basically. Now if I have to be completely honest, I will probably not be buying this product. I mean, I'm leaning more towards no as compared to yes, for a couple of reasons. If you saw my past videos, you saw me trying and testing out the Sunscoop and the Conscious Chemist, you would know that these sunscreens used to work for me like back in the day. Now I just feel like I don't like the finish as much, and I really have to tailor my skincare routine, makeup routine around these products for them to make it work for me, which I'm not interested in doing. I have other sunscreens which I really love that I will continue to use, that are a better formulation. And when I say better for me, like they will work better for me, my skincare routine, my makeup routine, whereas these clear invisible like gel sunscreens are not really suited. So for that reason, I don't want to just get this for the purpose of review and then eventually declutter it. I kind of feel that that is pretty wasteful. So for that reason, I will be passing on this product for me personally. But I might get it for my mom. I am kind of having her also try out a couple of sunscreens and figure out like what is her favorite sunscreen. So I have given her my Conscious Chemist and my Sunscoop. So if she likes those two, I might probably buy this for her and I might just test it out on like an odd day. But I will not invest in this for my personal skincare collection, just to be completely clear on that. Moving on, next we have another Plum launch. This is another makeup launch and it is liquid lipsticks. So they already have their is it called matte terrific lipstick? I think it is the liquid lipsticks. I don't know what the name is, but I have the shade Cocoa Mocha, which I absolutely love, and I love the formulation. I recently spoke about it in my September favorites video as well. So when I saw that they launched 10 new shades in the same range, I was definitely intrigued, and I am hoping that this particular range has more like nude shades, which I will really like, because then I'm going to find like a new favorite that is going to become like a holy grail very quickly. So if I end up visiting like a store that Plum has, or like a pop-up, or you know, any basically physical outlet where I can swatch the shades and I can find a shade that I will really like, then I definitely see myself buying another like new shade out of the 10 shades that they launched the second time around basically. And when I asked you guys, there was a kind of a 50-50 response. 50% people said that we are interested and we will definitely check it out, whereas the other 50% said they're not interested, which again I get, because there's always that people, you know, there are 50% people who are like, we're team bullet lipsticks, and there are other 50% people who are like team liquid lipsticks. I have one foot in each of the boats. That's how I roll. I love my bullet lipsticks, but I also love my liquid lipsticks. So yeah, there is that. Moving on next to another skincare launch by one of my, I always end up saying that this is one of my favorite brand, even though I have told you otherwise in some of the recent videos. But we have something from Earth Rhythm. Okay, this is a brand that I'm kind of like on the fence with, I want to say. But when they recently launched 2 moisturizers, one of them being a retinol night moisturizer, needless to say, I was very intrigued. Now I am slightly disappointed that they came out with it in a tub, in a tub packaging, and the tub packaging is pretty small, but the price is also you know, more on the affordable side. It's definitely under 500 rupees, and with the offers and stuff you can get it at an even better deal. So I don't mind the quantity, and I wish it was in like a tube packaging or like a pump packaging instead of a tub packaging, but it makes sense. So they have a vitamin E moisturizer as well as a retinol night moisturizer. It's supposed to be like this day night thing. So like the vitamin E moisturizer is a daytime moisturizer, and then the retinol moisturizer is your nighttime moisturizer. So that's the whole concept behind it. And just like my sentiment goes, there were 2 other people who also said that they were interested in, and there was no one who said they were not interested per se. But I can tell that this one is not going to have like a lot of like, it's not gonna have a cult favorite following or anything, but I will definitely try out, because I have always loved the Earth Rhythm moisturizers. I love pretty much all of them apart from the Phyto Repair one, the yellow one. I feel like it's a winter daytime moisturizer for me. Otherwise I don't really like it as much. But Phyto Clear, Phyto Repair, and then Phyto Repair is the yellow one, sorry, Phyto Fuse, the pink one, Phyto Clear, the green one, and Phyto Ceramide, the blue one. I love all 3 of those. So I'm definitely looking at trying out more Earth Rhythm moisturizers and hopefully loving them more. Moving on, we have more Plum launches. By the way, there are a lot of Plum launches that have happened recently. I just want to put it out there. One of them though, which I feel like did not get any interest or attention from anyone, at least in my Instagram followers, is their Touch and Go lip and cheek tint. So basically these come in like that dabba packaging, like basically lip balm packaging, but more flatter and more smaller, and it's supposed to be like a lip and cheek tint. Again, the colors look so beautiful, but knowing myself, I know that this is something that I don't see myself using. I have so many liquid lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, that I would use on my lips, and for my cheeks I definitely prefer powder blushes. I'm not someone who will go with a lip and cheek tint on my cheeks. So for that reason, this is just going to be a pass, even though the shades are beautiful, absolutely amazing. But again, like I said, if it's something that I don't see myself loving and using, I don't just want to buy it because it's a new launch and because the colors are pretty and I want to get it. I need to actually use the product as well. So it might sound harsh, but it's just what it is. So yeah. Also, they launched Twist and Go matte lipsticks. Now this is basically supposed to be Plum's take on lip crayon, and I'm surprised that Plum is coming out with lip crayons at a time where lip crayons are not really that popular, if I'm being completely honest. These remind me a lot of the Sugar lip crayons. By the way, I feel like that is one Indian brand that did a lot of lip crayons, and I feel like they were known for their lip crayons, and they still are. I mean, Sugar has kind of, I feel like, faded out. I don't see as many people talking about Sugar Cosmetics anymore, and I just wanted to quickly bring that up because I saw some ads, like you know, actual displays for Sugar in the metro recently when I was traveling. So I was like, okay, they're trying something new by, you know, doing these ads. They're not as popular on social media, but they might be doing really great as a brand, you know, if they're advertising in like the metro and stuff. I'm sure they have a huge marketing budget to do something like that, and they're obviously making money, even though it's not through social media. The revenue is not being generated from social media because they've already done that in the past. So now I feel like they are appealing to every single person out there who's like on the go, basically. Any which ways, I don't know how I went on that tangent from talking about the Plum Twist and Go matte lipsticks to the to Sugar as a brand and their marketing and all of that. Wow, that happened quick. So like I was saying, the Twist and Go matte lipsticks got 4 votes in total, and it was a 50-50. So two people said they will be interested in it and they will be trying it out, and the other 2 people said that they won't be. For me personally, I was trying to find out if these are retractable lip crayons or not. If they need to be sharpened, I don't see myself getting these, but if they are not, I will definitely be checking them out, because it's always hard to find like lip crayon kind of products that are retractable for some reason. And if you do find something like that, I feel like the formulation is not up to the mark. So these look really nice and really matte. The finish, the formulation looks amazing, but I have to have it in a retractable lip crayon for me to get it and use it. So for now, I'm gonna just say it's a maybe. Once I find out if this is retractable or not, and if anyone knows, please let me know. But yeah, if it is retractable, I will buy it, and if it's not, then I will pass. Moving on next, since we spoke about Sunscoop earlier, let's talk about Sunscoop's launch. This one is the Invisible Body Sunscreen. So they have the Invisible Face Sunscreen, which I spoke about earlier. This is the body one, and this one, like when I had initially seen the launch, I was kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna get this, it's not up my alley. But recently, for some reason, I was feeling like maybe I should check it out. So I don't really have any body sunscreens right now in my collection, and I feel like I should have one at least to have on hand, because like I told you earlier, I was using my clear sunscreens that I don't want to use on my face, on my body, on basically trip to the amusement park, to the water park. And something that I've been doing recently is going on hikes with my colleagues slash obviously friends from work, and it's something that I think would be pretty important in the winter time. So in the summer, sorry, not in the summer, in the monsoon, I was always carrying my jacket with me, which kind of covers my hands. Basically, it's a rain jacket, right? So for that reason, I was always, I feel like, pretty covered. But now that the winter is approaching, I don't really see myself. I mean, I'll probably carry like a hoodie or something like that when I go, so my hands will still be covered. But if I choose to not wear the hoodie throughout, because you know, when you're hiking, there is that physical activity that you're doing, so you also tend to sweat, and eventually you start taking off your layers. So for that reason, like, once my layers are off, I want to make sure that if I'm wearing something that's not covering my hands, I want to have SPF protection. So basically, long story short, I want to have a body sunscreen in my collection, at least one that I can have on hand and use when I need to. I don't want to be purchasing one right before I need to go. So keeping that in mind, I want to have one body sunscreen in my collection, and it would probably be this one, if I'm being honest. So I will get it, even though like, when I saw people vote, there was just one vote that it got, and the person who voted said they were not interested in it. But personally, I think I will be checking it out, and even if it doesn't work, it's fine. I also have the minimalist body sunscreen also on my list. So again, I don't know if I'll buy this or that or both, but I see myself getting a body sunscreen, let's just say that. And let's move on. So moving on, next we have the Dot & Key Gloss Boss Lip Balms. Now these looked so freaking cute and exciting when I saw it. So I don't really follow Dot & Key on Instagram, but I feel like I should, A, and B, I get a lot of sponsored ads from them on my Instagram, because I don't, again, follow them, but I keep stalking them and checking them out. So I honestly should just go ahead and follow them. But yeah, I got one of the sponsored ads when I saw this product. I was like, when did this launch? Like, where did this come from? And when I went and I checked it out, they have like a couple of different flavors, and it really looked very interesting and exciting and super cute. So I was just like, I want to get it because it's cute. But I realized I cannot be doing that, because again, similar to lip scrubs, one of the products I don't end up using much is lip balms. Like, I own the Candy Melts lip balm, the red velvet one from Plum. I've owned it for months and I haven't even touched it. Like, I haven't even used it once, and I keep telling myself I want to use it, I want to use it, I want to start using it, I want to start using it, and I just don't. So I am definitely not going to allow myself to buy a new lip balm unless and until I start using this and I at least go through half of the Plum lip balm. Until then, I cannot buy a new lip balm. So this is one that I'm just going to have on the list, but I don't know if I'll actually end up buying it or not, because I just find it cute. There is no other reason for me to buy this. I just find it cute, and that's not reason enough to spend money, like I said earlier. So there is that. And then let's talk about one last launch. I'm super duper disappointed that I could just cover 10 launches, but I'll probably film another video and talk about like the rest of the launches, and I'll post it after a while. But yeah, the last launch that we have to talk about for today's video is the Multipurpose Olive Jelly. Now this is supposed to be like an olive salve, basically like an ointment that you can use on your lips, on your face, on any dry areas that you have. So it's like one of those petroleum jelly sort of products, but like it's an olive jelly, and it looks really nice and interesting. Something that you can have on hand. And personally, I don't think I'll be getting this, because we have other products in this household that could be used for the same purpose, so I don't need to get something specifically like this particular product. And I don't actually tend to use those products also very often, so not really up my alley. And even when I asked people, most people said that, you know, I mean, there's no one who even voted on this particular you know, story. I wanted to say post, but story. There was no one who voted, so I can tell that people are not really interested in this particular product. They don't even care. So that tells you a lot. Anyways, that is it for the video, you guys. thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if you have any thoughts to share on any of these launches, please let me know down below in a comment. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.